Welcome to another episode of Halftime Adjustments. It's your host, Eddie Arnell. My man, G Witt.
Tighten up, baby. Tighten up.
Tighten up. It's a Monday night NFL football on, but we got something we need to talk about.
Hey,
first.
man. Halftime adjustments, man. The Titans did the thing yesterday.
Titans went down to the ATL, the Dirty South, and pulled off a victory in front of a ruckus crowd, I would say.
Yeah, it sounded pretty ruckus on the TV, man.
Yeah, it was a good game to be at. It was loud. If you've never been to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, I advise you to go because it is a beautiful place to be.
All right.
The crowd was great. It was good to be heckled. First time getting that treatment, so that was good. But at the end of the day, I got the last laugh.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The Titans went in and took one to the Birds.
Yeah.
24-10, and
Hey, look. Once again, DP's defense does the job. They did what they needed to do, and for the first time in a couple of weeks, you finally got to see the offense do some things that we've been wanting them to do.
Yeah.
So it was there was a lot of good, and there as always, it's never perfect. There's a lot of things they definitely got to improve on. But overall, you got to be pleased with the win, especially after the way that debacle against Jacksonville. So to go to the ATL and come out with a win was actually a pretty good thing.
Yeah, it was good to see the team bounce back, and it looked like they used those 9-10 days to prepare very well.
Yeah.
To come out and they did some things to help Marcus, I believe.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
To get this game started quicker.
Yeah.
And you could tell. His footwork was better. His pocket presence was better. So they did it. You got to give again.
And he actually had a pocket.
He had a pocket. We'll talk more about that, but you got to give credit to Vrabel and the coaching staff.
Oh yeah, they did a good job.
Really watching the film against Jacksonville and addressing some things that were problematic for the football team.
Yeah, that's true. And to add a cherry to the top, man, we actually had a Nate Davis sign.
We had a Nate Davis sign, and I think between him and Jamil Douglas, we were able to hold up the right side of the line for the most part.
Well, he played. He blocked for the run really well.
He did.
He really
had some
pulled
good
a couple times too. I thought was really good.
Got some good quick feet as we saw, and got some good strength in his run blocking. So very well done, I'm gonna say, for the offensive line this week.
All right.
No sacks, very little pressure.
Yeah.
Some on the rollouts, right? You got to give the Falcons credit because they were playing contain with their ends.
Well, it's a speed defense.
Yeah.
Let's be honest about it. It's a speed defense. So rollouts are hard against a speed defense because they got the ability to get out there and get to you quick.
Yeah, Tack McKinley and Big Beasley.
Beasley. And on a lot of those plays, the play was to let them kind of give them a little chip or whatever, and they were blowing past that.
Yeah, so let's get into it because we got a lot of things to talk about. A win is a win regardless of how it looks. I know, a lot of people are questioning the second half and the play calling, and we'll get into that in a minute. But, by and by, we'll take a win.
Absolutely.
We'll take a win no matter how it looks.
Well, let's look at it like this. Remember how we started? We talked about the start of the season in September. We was talking about it was going to be a rough sled.
It's going to be a rough sled.
And, overall, we said if they came out 2-2, we'd be okay with that.
No.
Only problem we got
division losses.
We got division losses.
So that's the bad thing about it.
That's the bad thing about it. So it's just one of them things. It's the nature of the beast, baby. It's NFL football. Anything can happen.
It is, and if you would have asked us beginning of the year, we said 2-2. We said possibly 1-3. We said possibly 4-0, but 2-2 would have been the best.
Yeah. The 2-2 would have been realistic.
Yeah, it was.
It would have been realistic. So we came out with what we thought we would need, especially not having Taylor Lewan there.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of sandwiched two losses with two good wins. So now you get ready to go and you get ready to play the beast come next Sunday. So.
Yeah, and it was a question earlier. I want to address that. It said, "How did Nate Davis did it guard?" We just mentioned he did pretty well.
He did pretty good.
He held up pretty good. They have Grady Jarrett, which was he's a good defensive lineman. He gave if you go back to a few years ago when the Falcons were in the Super Bowl against he gave problems.
He gave them
to the Patriots. They got a good offensive line, so it wasn't like he was going against some
scrubs,
to say the least. But a good showing for the Rook. I was impressed with, like I said, his footwork. His strength was great. And I think we got a good steal in the draft at guard.
And hopefully, listen to Vrabel's interview today. They're going to continue to work him in. Granted, it's his first game, first action because he didn't play the entire preseason.
Right.
So you finally get to see him in action and everything. He held up pretty well. Like I said, his as far as pulling and everything, run blocking, I thought he was great, which is what we need. So I thought he did well. There's always going to be some things he can improve on, but hey, he did well.
Right, and what I really liked about it is run blocking, and just to speak more about Nate Davis, he finished the block.
Oh yeah,
he finished
absolutely.
a lot of good blocks, and I think that really bode well for this offensive line. They needed that toughness to come back, right?
Absolutely.
We were questioning Saffold, we were questioning Ben Jones in the middle, and so you put Nate Davis in. He was finishing blocks, He was being physical, and it's what this offensive line.
And actually, if you look back at the game, Saffold had a good game.
Saffold, this is probably his best game.
No, ain't no problem. It is his best game.
But you're exactly right. I thought so too. He really held his own.
Yeah.
This defense was a little bit different, as you mentioned. It's a speed defense, more speed on the edge, not so much at the middle. But again, they had some good interior line play too.
Exactly.
So let's get started, Grover, because the Titans receive the ball. Well, I had some things I wanted to talk about first. So.
All right.
I wanted to see if the offensive line was going to pick up, which we saw, was going to improve from last week because, like we've been mentioning last week and before this game even started, they had some edge rushers.
Oh, yeah.
That was going to give problems to Dennis Kelly.
Oh, yeah.
Right? As we said.
And Jack Conklin had his own share of problems with it, too. But you saw, here's the thing you saw. A couple of things. One, they held up pretty well. In the passing game, play action passing was working well.
Yeah.
The other thing that helped them out as far as not giving up any sacks, we saw something we've been screaming for the past 5 years.
Finally.
He finally started throwing the ball away, man.
Finally.
On a couple of them big rushes where Vic Beasley had him, he's running to the outside of the pocket, he threw the ball away. Now, granted, the one intentional ground pass he had, I take no fault in that because the bottom line was he got rid of the ball. Mm-hmm. Yes, he lost yardage. Yes, he lost it down and everything. But, getting rid of the ball quick. Now, he only had one play, I thought, where it was really just, I would say, one of those plays where he probably would have been better off taking the sack than doing what he did. Mm-hmm. And that was the play where he threw the ball away, and it was a pass, and they called it a pass, and Derrick Henry was in the area. That's why they call it intentional grounding. But at the same time, that probably would have been one of those plays where, okay, you take the sack.
You take the sack because it was debatable. It was I would say it was a forward pass, but it was a debatable whether it was a forward pass or a fumble, which it was a forward pass.
It was a forward pass,
but again, it could have turned into something.
Yeah, and the thing about it was it was a forward pass, and which was good and everything. But the bottom line was you threw it in the middle of that whole scrum and everything, and that's a dangerous way to throw the ball. Because somebody could, a defensive lineman or a linebacker could easily pick that up, pick it off, and take off down the field because there was nobody else left.
The other thing was I wanted to see if Mariota could get off to a fast start. Hey, at one point in time, it was 7 passes versus 2 runs.
Oh, yeah.
Play So, again, you got to give Arthur Smith and Vrabel credit. They wanted to get Marcus off good. They gave him a clean pocket. He had quick passes, which helps the pass rush.
Yeah.
And so, it was very impressive to see. Now, this is the Marcus that we've been waiting to see, right? Seriously, think about it. I'm gonna talk more about it in a minute, man. But I was impressed with 8 yesterday.
I was too. I thought he played. Well, I would say like this. Now, one thing I did notice yesterday that I had, and the whole time he's been here, I've never seen him do. He got irritated with one of his offensive linemen, man, and I was like, he never does that.
No.
So you can see one thing. I think they finally just got to him and just like, look, man, you got to start playing. So he got on his offensive lineman, and you saw them guys, they played better.
Okay, so then I want to see if Arthur Smith's play calling is going to improve. Is he going to be able to adjust to any pass rush issues, which we talked about that. Could we contain the Falcons' offense? Yeah. That was a big question. They had Julio, Sanu, Ridley in the slot, and you got Deontay Freeman, which is a good, he's a good running back. And then we needed to score. Yeah. We needed to score.
Hey, man, look, let's just give props where props are due. The wideouts came to play today.
Yeah,
the two big wideouts came to play yesterday, man, and you had to give the props to them. Catching the ball, Corey Davis only had one drop he should have had. He just had his hands turned around the wrong way. But other than that,
that was a good pass too, man.
It was good. Oh yeah, it was a good pass. It was a good pass. It was right on point.
Thank you, Justin.
Who is Justin Bradley, man?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Don't worry about the flag. It'll be all right.
It's okay.
So we get early punt. We had to turn it over and punt to the Falcons. Falcons go 3 and out, and then the rookie, AJ Brown, shows up.
Hey, and you saw he learned from the Cleveland game too.
He did.
He learned from the game. He wasn't no slowing up trying to dodge somebody or whatever. He just took off running.
Right. Right. 55 yards on the receptions.
Yeah.
I mean, good catch and run by the rookie.
And Jabbar, you're right. 21. His technique was very sound yesterday. I had to give him his props for that.
Oh, you have to give now. I'm gonna tell you on the other side though. Adoree Jackson continues to disappoint. And so I don't know what his deal is, man.
Well, I would say here's the thing I would say about Adoree Jackson. In all honesty, I thought, put it like this: they took the punt return duties away from him.
Right.
Smart move.
Right.
I thought he played aggressive, but Adoree Jackson still his technique is still not where it needs to be. And that's his problem right now. But you can see. You saw his potential in that first pass they tried to throw to Kevin Ridley.
Yeah.
He was right there on it, knocked the ball away. Could have, they could have called pass interference because he did have it, but he didn't turn him.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they didn't call it. So I thought he played okay. He played better than he has been playing. I will give him that. He still got some lapses, but he played better than he has been playing.
And so, we kick it off, and Atlanta comes right back, 6 plays, 85 yards. Edo Smith, 1 yard TD run, 7-7. So now I'm like, all right. It's probably going to be a shootout, and we're going to have to score.
Well,
but the defense can't play, man. But again, you've got to give Vrabel and Arthur Smith credit because we came back, we answered.
Oh, yeah. Went right down the field.
AJ Brown, no.
Stop.
Go ahead.
The play of that drive.
Which one?
Was that third and 15 conversion by Corey Davis.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, let's look at it like this.
Yeah.
2 games ago against the Colts.
Yep.
We're driving.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Tajay Sharp gets the ball. He's got first down yardage. He goes backward and ends up losing yards. Whereas Corey Davis catches the ball,
breaks the tackle.
Well, what you liked about it, he caught the ball he turned up and he saw the marker and he went straight forward.
Yep.
So instead of wasting time trying to juke and jive, he just went straight ahead, dove forward, got the first down, kept the drive alive.
That was a big play.
That was a huge play.
That was a huge play on that third.
That really for us. That really turned the game on that offense.
Cause you know why? Because we converted a third long at that. Still running. Even though he came out passing more, he was still getting those 1 yard, 2 yard runs on first down and incomplete on second down. Yeah, I mean, I know he's got to take that, but we've got to do something. The stretch play, we need to mix it up some.
Well, here's one thing about it. Henry had a couple of good plays where he could have got some good yardage. He tripped over his own feet a couple of times,
and he missed a couple of holes. Too.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna say that because I see it was the biggest.
But overall, man, like I said, when you look at it, I mean, he was up with 100 yards rushing. Could have had more, but got tackled behind the line on a few plays. But overall, I thought Henry ran the ball well and kept them all honest. That was the main thing.
The defense did have Matt Ryan confused because he was holding the ball a lot.
Yeah.
And they were mixing up the coverages on. They were playing man coverage. They were playing zone. Very good job by Dean Pease.
And they were mixing it up up front too. The guys getting pressure and everything. Harold Landry had one of his better games.
Yeah. So Taylor, I think Wesley Williams played a great game yesterday, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because he came in, he got to play more. And I mean, he was all over the field when he was.
Well, I was listening today on the radio, and they were talking about it. 17 snaps is all he played.
Yeah, it seemed like he was out there on every.
But 17 snaps, he had 5 tackles, including 1 for loss.
Yeah.
And I mean, he shot the gap on that tackle on Devontae Freeman. So that's what you were looking for, though. You want your KG veteran to come in and just make plays.
And he definitely did.
And that's what he did. And I thought the 3 inside linebackers between him, Jayon Brown, and Rashaan Evans, they did a great job. I mean, attacking the run. And we're going to need that because we're going to get the wily old veteran and Frank Gore on Sunday, man.
Frank Gore still running the ball at 36.
He's still running like a madman.
And what was impressive to me was the tackling yesterday.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Tackling was very good yesterday.
Very crisp.
Solid, very crisp. And you can't say enough about the preparation that they put in after that debacle against Jacksonville to come out and really punch Atlanta in the mouth early in the game.
And that was the thing about it. And the one thing I was waiting on that didn't happen was, they've had a couple of games where they gave up long runs.
Yep.
And I was waiting for that, especially in the second half. Yeah. But they never did. So I thought that was really good. They stayed disciplined and didn't get rested. But again, what helped them out was the fact that on offense we were able to run the ball and keep the clock moving.
That's right. Keep the clock, get the defense fresh.
You have one series where Derrick Henry takes 1st and 10, gets 5. Yeah. Second run, gets 5 again.
That's right.
I mean, when you're doing stuff like that, man, this is why it's open season for the offense, man.
Yeah, and so, like I said, come back and we answer the drive. That drive was aided by some defensive penalties that converted some first downs for us, which, I'm going to talk about something else in a minute. But A.J. Brown, again, 11-yard, great pass by Mariota. The fade.
Here's the thing you like about
here's
what you like about what AJ Brown did, man, because he pulled a veteran move on. He pulled a Julio on.
He did. You saw it.
Yeah, I saw it. You saw. Every time I see the replay, I'm looking at him like, man, that was a good move because he put his arm on him without pushing him back and just leaned the other way to give him to create space, which I thought was a smooth move on his part.
Yeah, that's right. And but again, you got to give him his credit, man. He made a great catch. Marcus made a great throw.
Great throw.
And
Marcus was throwing the ball well.
He was very crisp on it. But I'm telling you, man, I don't know what happened.
I can tell you what happened, man. It might have been the same thing that happened to him that happened to Derrick Henry last year, man.
Yeah.
Somebody had a talk, man. Dude, they're seriously considering trading you.
Well, Delaney Walker said what he said about players these days don't want to hear that, but I think there was something that went on.
Well,
I mean, really though, you think about it. Well, I think they're showing last week.
Yeah, I think they did. I mean, but we're gonna see what happens. They get ready to go up against a monster defense on Sunday, so we're gonna see.
Yeah, and so 14-7, and then the defense again comes up with a strip sack. Casey with a hit and a recovery.
Strip sack and fumble recovery, man. So like I said, defense played good.
Delaney, he was effective run blocking, but they didn't throw the ball to him much because the receivers were getting open. And
he was effective run block, but Delaney was out of practice most of the week with a knee. But I mean, he was able to get in the game. He made a couple of catches. The one thing I will say I had a problem, but the ball hit the ground too many times. Delaney fumbled. Yeah. Derrick Henry fumbled.
Yeah. Marcus
fumbled.
Hey, and that was a touchdown on that quarterback drop. Dude, it parted like the Red Sea.
Yeah, it did.
And he had Ben Jones in front of him.
But I'm gonna be honest with you though, the defender made a great play.
He did.
He made a great play. That was a good reach in to knock that ball out.
He did.
But it was definitely gonna be. It was gonna be 6.
So. The teams exchange punts. Santos comes down, kicks 45 yards, 17-7.
Man, somebody's got to explain to me about Santos, man.
What about it?
Well, I just got to know, why has he been with so many teams when he's kicking the ball like that? There's got to be something, man.
I don't know. Maybe he had more misses than makes.
I know. I'm not complaining. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining, but I'm just looking at it like, every time I see him kicking, the ball goes through the uprights, I'm looking at him like, dude.
I do want to say so. I met a guy down there that said he watched the show, and I didn't get his name. I so apologize. I wish I would have got his name. I'm going to give him a shout out, man. If you're watching, appreciate your show, supporting the show. I met him. He said, man, your show is great. Y'all are good.
No, appreciate that,
man. At the game, he was there. He was a Titans fan, man. So that was
you had a lot of Titans fans, man.
There was a lot of Titans fans. The crowd was loud, man. It was awfully quiet in there for the Falcons. So again, the defense comes up with another stop on 4th down. They stop Deontay Freeman on 4th and 1.
Great run blitz by Vaccaro, man. Great run blitz. And shoestring tackle. He got his leg, and they finished him off, man.
And then the Titans come back down and score again. Here is something I've never seen Marcus do since he's been here. He anticipated the route.
Oh, I know.
He threw the route open. That was a great pass.
Yeah.
As soon as Corey Davis turned around, the ball
was right there.
You saw him.
Yeah.
You saw him. Actually, like, whoa.
Yeah. Because matter of fact, when I was watching the play on TV, when I rewound, I missed the first half. So I had to come back and look at it. And when I looked at it, I'm like, I saw the pass. I'm like, wait a minute, the ball was in the picture before he turned.
Before he turned around, he threw the route open.
He threw the route open. I'm like, he threw it in anticipation. So I was shocked. I replayed it. I rewound it and replayed it again. I'm like, he threw the man open.
Imagine looking at it live. I'm like, I'm like, who is this guy we got a quarterback today? Because he's never thrown the guy.
Well, I on the offensive lineman about the blocking and everything, the missing the block or whatever. When I saw that, I'm like, okay, somebody has said something to him.
Yeah.
Because because the rumor was out last week that they put a trade offer out there to Miami.
Oh, it was out there. It wasn't just Miami.
Yeah.
It was Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And it was another team. I can't remember the name of the other one, but it was at least 3 teams.
Yeah, they were talking about trading them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And,
yeah,
he's talking about trading them for a 2nd round pick. And,
that's right.
Because they talking about they got to sign who all they got to sign back.
That's right.
I'm
they was like, don't even waste the money. Sign the other players. Keep the core of your team.
Yeah,
and just start over at quarterback.
Let's roll over. But anyway, though, again, what you saw yesterday was what we were hoping to see after the draft.
Yep.
A.J. Brown, Corey Davis, and our boy Adam Humphries.
He made a great catch on 3rd down.
Oh man, that was a great
route. Great catch, yeah.
I mean, and that was thrown with anticipation. You had to give him the credit on that.
I'm telling you, man.
It was great. So again, he had a pocket.
Yep.
That's what you liked about it. He had time to throw the ball. The play action was working well. I don't know if they listened to our show or not.
I don't know, man. But
they did everything we talked about.
They did. I
mean,
he had quick
passes, rollouts. Even though the rollouts didn't work, going on first down, play action on first down, and everything. Not going with the run. Put it like this: if you didn't make the pass completion on first down, you're not coming back on 2nd down running the ball.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Arthur Smith made some changes because he's on blast too now. Come on, let's be honest about it. He's on blast too. So like I said, it's going to be interesting to see because he's going to get some stellar defense in the Bills, man. I keep saying that because I watched some of that game against the Patriots.
Oh man!
And bottom line is, if the Patriots don't block that punt and run it back for a touchdown,
that's a loss.
That's a loss.
and not to mention the Patriots are putting up 30 points a game.
Yeah.
And they only put up 16. And there was one of them because of block punt. So
that's
you're
what
right.
I'm saying.
You're exactly right.
If it wasn't for the block punt,
it's going to be a tough football game.
It's going to be a tough football game.
Last time they came here, they beat us. Yeah, yes, they did.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they
can't
did.
remember that.
Tyrod Taylor, quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
Because you remember on 4th down, they went for it. He ran a quarterback draw.
Yeah.
And he got first down.
I forgot about that.
But anyway.
I'm trying to throw the losses out the back.
Yeah, that's okay, man. That's all right. Hey, just want to bring up the past. But anyway, so Corey Davis, again, 23-yard TD reception. Both him and A.J. Brown go over 90 yards receiving.
Yeah.
Matt Bryan misses a field goal, and he comes back and kicks one before the half. And so 24-10, all the scoring's done. So now let's talk about the second half because I got problems with the second half. Now we moved the ball, but we had too many issues. We had 4 possessions and 3 of those were punts in the second half. One was a turnover on down. Now, if you're gonna go for it on 4th down, you get in your out formation, your heavy package, and you run your 250-pound tailback. You don't get cute and run a man in motion and bring him behind the quarterback like you finna do some shovel passing or fake hand. I mean, whatever. You got a 250-pound running back with a guard that solidified your interior line for the most part on your run game, and you don't run with a lead blocker. That is dumb coaching. Now, if you're going to go for it, I'm fine with going for it, but please call a play that you can be successful. Put the tailback in shotgun and put him at disadvantage.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Okay, now.
Come on.
Now, here's the thing.
Come on, man.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you about the play call.
Mm-hmm.
But I am disagreeing with you about going for it on 4th down right there. You kicked the field goal.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that I agree.
And this is the one thing I will say. And Vrabel owns up to it. I give him credit for that. But the bottom line is, I thought Vrabel made that call out of an emotional stance. And I understand. He's thinking we get the touchdown. We just completely, it's the knockout blow.
Take the gas out of, air out of the balloon.
Yeah,
right?
he's trying to go for the knockout blow.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is, if you kick, with the way your defense was playing in that game, you kick a field goal, it's still 3 scores.
Yeah.
And with the way we were running the ball now, granted, we were punting, but we were also running the ball effectively. And, we were using clock, which is what you want to do in that position when you up 14 points.
Right.
You want to be able to run the ball, and we ran the ball effectively. Yeah, we ended up punting, and I'm not going to disagree with you on. I wish we had been a little bit more aggressive, but let's give the Atlanta defense credit now. They made some good plays too.
Oh yeah, no doubt they did.
They made some good plays too, but
they did.
But the bottom line was we ran the ball effectively. He should have just kicked the field goal, in my opinion. You know, at that stage of the game, you kick the field goal, you're up by 3. And what is it, like in the fourth quarter?
Yeah.
First part of the fourth quarter, you up by 3. It's going to take them 3 drives to win the game. And the bottom line, your defense was holding them extremely well.
Yeah, and I'm not saying don't kick the field. I agree with you, kick the field goal. But if you're gonna go for it, that's not a better play call.
I'm agreeing with you on the play call because the play call, I'm like, you don't run your big running back out of shotgun.
No,
you just don't do that.
No, I mean, you know,
exactly right. That's what I'm saying, Jabbar. It's out of emotion.
Former player.
Former player. You know, like, let's go for it. Let's do it now, man. Coach the game.
He was in his feelings, man.
You know, he was in his feelings. I know what he was doing, man. I understood it. When I saw him do it, I'm like, dude, you caught up in the emotion, man. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to go for the knockout blow.
He was going for the dagger.
Yeah, he was going for the knockout blow, man. Just kick the field goal and take the win. You know, but that's okay though. I mean, you know, well, it's okay because we won.
Yeah,
let's be honest about it.
Because really, it was the game. The game was really one play away from being a closer game. Which you know, when you got a team down with a team like Atlanta that's high power, but they're struggling right now as a team, you go ahead, you knock them out of the game. Yeah, you know, we jumped up 24-7. I mean, like I said, the crowd was out of it. They were. You could see they were out of the game.
They were out of the game.
And another score would have been, you know, But
and especially after they dunked that field goal at the end of the half.
Oh man,
that was loud.
Dunk.
but you know, again, you know, I thought he was going to do a quarterback. I agree with you. I thought he was going to do a quarterback sneak, but you know, that's the way it goes, man. He just can't. You know, you just got to be careful about. I don't have no problem with people going for coaches going for it on fourth down. But again, when you're up 14 points, if you kick the field goal, you're up 3 possessions. With the way your defense is playing, that pretty much wraps up the game.
Yeah, and so, guys, again, thank you for joining us for another episode of Halftime Adjustments. A. Darnell, G. Witt.
Tighten up, baby. Tighten up.
Titans go down to Atlanta and go away with a victory, 24-10 on the road.
Yeah.
Big win to get back to 2-2. You know, Marcus, as you mentioned, he was 18-27, 227. Most of those, not most of them, but a bunch of those were throwaways.
Yeah.
And so he was very accurate. Yesterday, like I said, his footwork, his pocket presence.
Yeah, man, his footwork. Let's talk about that, man.
So, yes.
Let's talk about that.
He was stepping up in the pocket.
He was stepping up in the pocket, and when you go back and you watch the game, you saw where he was throwing the balls he was throwing. He was stepping into his throws.
That's right.
He was stepping into his throws. So his footwork was 100% better than what it was against Jacksonville and against Indianapolis.
But again, what helps him step up in the pocket is the center and 2 guards.
Oh yeah.
Not getting pushed back into his face.
Yep.
Because they already had edge rushers coming around. Yep. Tat McKinley and Vic Beasley come around the edge. So he's able to step up and get out of
and that was quite a few times he stepped up and made some good throws.
Yeah. So Derrick Henry goes with 27 on 400 yards. So you know, good day. He was the beast was eating. He was physical. Oliver made a business decision on that line.
Thank you. I was going there, man. I was going there because
he made a business decision.
And the other safety was the one who paid the price for it because that stiff arm he gave him, man, that was just flat out ugly. But yeah, Oliver made a business decision on that play, man.
Yeah,
he saw that 250-pound freight train coming around the corner. Like, I really don't want no part of this.
I agree, Darius. He got rid of the ball on time and was efficient, and it makes the world of difference for this offense when he plays like that.
And again, it was good because they got him in the offense. And the first throw he had was a quick out.
Yeah.
It wasn't a long pass, trying to go down the middle. It was a quick out.
That's right.
So you gave him an opportunity to get his arm out there, and you got a completion, got a first down. Even though, and again, you like the way Corey Davis runs the ball, man, because he catches the ball. It's no going backwards and coming back around. He goes straight upfield. So you have to give him his credit. So Marcus, that gave him a good feeling, and all of a sudden you start getting into a rhythm. Derrick Henry was struggling running the ball at first because every team knows they're gonna gang tackle him.
Oh yeah, but like we said, we've got to be willing to take those 2-3 yard gains, those 1 yard gains, because eventually when it comes to the fourth quarter, as we saw, they were able to eat up the clock.
Oh yeah,
he was pounding the ball. He was able to eat the clock up and put Atlanta in back. Can we say enough about Brett Kern? I mean, the punt again, special teams just there overall was great.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. When you really think about it. Mm-hmm. If there's a MVP of the first quarter of the season, it's Brett Kern.
It's Brett Kern, man.
You talking about flipping the field?
I mean, big time.
Flipping the field, man.
It's a difference when you got to start inside your 10-yard line.
Oh, dude, it was killing them, man.
When you have to punt from inside your own 30, and you flip the field where they're not inside their 15, inside their 10, that's a big difference.
That's a huge difference, man. That's the thing about it. When I watched it, I was like, and I can't remember the guy's name, the gunner.
Yeah,
I can't remember his name, but man, he had a great game.
Yeah, he was breaking that hat, man.
Man, he brought that hat one time. Dude was like, okay, I don't want no parts of this. But that's what you like about NFL football. That's the real deal.
And so, again, thank you for joining us for another episode of Halftime Adjustments. Eddie Arnell, G. Witt.
Tighten up,
Harold Landry led the defense with 2 sacks.
Yep.
I mean, so we had 5 sacks overall, 1 turnover. So the defense played good. 58 yards rushing for the Falcons. You know, Matt Ryan throws for 364, but hey, you can live with that though. They didn't score, and we held them in check.
Yeah,
there were no big explosive plays.
He threw for 364. The biggest play he had was the pass interference on Logan Ryan.
Right.
You know, other than that, I mean, the tight end made some good plays and everything, but as I heard somebody say today, you know, if you're going to take away everybody, you're going to have to give up something.
Yeah.
You'd rather give it to the tight end rather than give it to Julio Jones or Calvin Ridley or for Mohamed Sanu. Because those guys, they can break the game open.
You can break the game open. So, as you mentioned, man, we move on now. It's 2-2. And, you know, all the teams in the AFC South are 2-2, but you know, we're 0-2 in the division.
Man.
So
Denver, man. Denver.
So we've got
Denver's killing me,
we
man.
still got a hole to get out of as far as division wins and losses.
I can't get over Denver, man.
Denver had the game.
Denver had the game, man, and just blew it, man. I was like, but you know, again, they just couldn't do anything. I mean, they couldn't stop the mustachioed quarterback, man. But I will say this. Now, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna put this out there.
Go ahead.
That roughing the passer penalty on Von Miller, that was a joke. That was a joke, man.
But it wasn't much of a joke more than it was against Harold Landry.
They didn't call roughing the passer on Harold Landry.
Who they called? It was Carrera. Then one of the two got.
Carrera was against Jacksonville. Yeah.
Well, I'm saying this last game they got one too. But anyway, I can't remember who it was. But again, it was.
That's right. It was a push.
Yeah, it was a push in the back. It was Harold Landry.
The only person who might could go along with this is our friend Taylor Stokes, but he'll remember Jack Lambert once famously said, "Why don't they just put skirts on them so you won't touch them?" Because it just don't make any sense. I mean, they're not getting hit; they're getting pushed, and they're calling back roughing the pass on them.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, man.
I agree with you. Jabbar was the hardest 300+ yard game for him to throw because it wasn't like he had people wide.
Oh no.
So he had a really.
He was like you said. He was having to hold the ball. He was having to go to his check downs a lot. You know, he was having to. He had to throw the ball away quite a bit. You know, and I mean, it was just one of them games where Dean Pease had a great defensive game plan.
And we talked about it last week. You know, this defense holds the team to 17 points. We scored 24, we win the game. And so you got defense.
It's simple arithmetic, man.
You got defense holding teams down to 10, 17 points.
You got to score.
You got to score points. Now Jacksonville had 20 last week, but again, that's 20. That's 19 against the Colts, and so you've got to score points.
You got to score points,
right?
I mean, come on, man. Your defense right now. The defense is. I think they said today they're the 4th scoring defense in the NFL, giving up an average of 15 a game.
And getting to a quarterback with the front 4.
I'm sorry. When your defense is only giving up 15 points a game, you got to score.
And so, and I hate to look ahead, but just imagine if we get Jeffrey Simmons back.
No, I'm not going to even look at that. I'm not even. We're not talking that. That's what they call supposition. We're not talking about it.
So Marcus 129 rating, so great game. So now here come the Bills. A loss to the Patriots in a game they could very well easily have won.
Well, let's be honest. We don't know how the game would have turned out because Josh Allen got knocked out.
Right, he's in concussion protocol, so we don't even know if he's gonna play. So Matt Barkley is the backup. He's still in the league.
And Matt Barkley almost beat us in Chicago.
I almost beat us in Chicago, and you mentioned Frank Gore. He's still running the ball.
The ageless wonder.
And but they're only scoring 19 points a game.
Yeah,
but
the defense is stellar, man.
The defense is tough. You're right.
Yeah, that defense is stellar. I was thinking about this today because just thinking about the game on Sunday and how it's going to turn out. Bottom line is, man, in all honesty, we're going to have to figure out a way to run the ball effectively against that defense. I don't know how the passing game is going to pan out, but I know we got to run the ball.
We're going to have to run the ball. They got a tough front for Trent Murphy, Starler to Ed Oliver, the rookie out of Louisville.
Yeah.
Jared Hughes, a good outside edge rusher. Tremaine Edmonds, a linebacker. Tre'Davious
middle
White.
linebacker.
And Micah Hyde. So, like you said, the defense is
the defense is stellar. I think they're the number
stellar.
1 ranked defense in the league, if I'm not mistaken.
And so we're going to come out with that same intensity, throwing the ball, getting the ball out of Marcus's hands, moving that pocket, giving him quick reads early on to get him in the flow, get him lubed up and let him rip. We won't be able to sit back there and run the ball and get behind the sticks early on first and second down because it's going to be hard to convert third downs against these.
We got to run the ball effective. We got to block effective. I mean, we get Taylor Lewan back, so that hopefully helps out at the left side of the line as far as I know. When Taylor Lewan was in the game and Derrick Henry was running the ball good, he always ran better to his left, running behind Taylor Lewan and Quentin Spain last year. So that's what we were hoping to see this year with Roger Saffold. So, if Taylor Lewan comes in and they can get that part solidified, you talk about Derrick Henry being able to run the ball effectively, and get some substantial yardage. Like I said, I don't care about, him having, 40 yards or anything like on a single run. But if you're getting 5 yards a pop, you figure against, 4 or 5 yards a pop, that's a lot.
It is a lot.
And that wears the defense out.
Will, I agree with you, man. Deion Lewis is...
here's the thing about it. You can't run the slow developing screens against a speed defense.
Right.
You just can't do that.
Right. Right now, I'm glad you brought that up. That was my last point tonight. Yeah. So, let's look at the games. Let's look at the first quarter of the season. So, penalties against the Browns, 18. 18 penalties the Browns had when we played them, right?
Yeah.
Assisted us in moving the ball down the field.
Right.
The Colts had 8, a little bit less. The Jags had 4. You see the result of that game. The Falcons had 7 this game. But they had some critical ones on that one drive to get first down. The question is, if this team is playing in a game that's tight, like this Buffalo game is going to be, and the penalties are minimal, can they convert and can they move the ball downfield without that assistance? That's the question on the table for you that I got. That's a great point, Rodney. That's a great point. When there's penalties to help progress the game, that usually plays a big factor in the game about who's going to be successful on offense, going to keep the drive moving and whatnot. Can this team consistently do that without getting those penalties? I'm saying. You're
saying a lot, man.
I know, man.
Here's the bottom line, and I'm not disagreeing with you because we've had some killer penalties in a lot of the games that we've been in. The Jacksonville game and the Colts game, penalties were killing us. We have a good play, we get called back for holding. So absolutely, we gotta clean up the penalties. We had a few penalties in this one that hurt us. So you can't just keep doing that. But the bottom line is, what we got to do, defensively we got to play strong.
You got
to play strong. We got to stop the running game.
It depends on the crew.
Yeah, it does depend on the crew. You're right. You're exactly right. Because Sean Hockley's crew ate us alive against Jacksonville, man. I ain't never seen that many bogus holding business in my life. But and let's be honest though. But the bottom line is, we got to stop the run. You got to stop Frank Gore.
Yep.
And and he's hard to stop. He's 36 years old and he's very hard to stop. We got to play solid defense, and we're gonna have. It's gonna be ball control, and really, in this game right here, it's gonna come down to turnovers.
It's gonna come down to turnovers, and again, to me, it's gonna come down to: is Arthur Smith gonna open the game up, throwing it, or is he gonna come out and run, pass on third and long, run, pass?
He's got to come out with something, but the bottom line is you can't go with what you've been doing. One thing I did notice yesterday, a lot of times you saw a lot of 3 wide.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, now you see how that gives you space
for the run game.
Right. So you got to space them out and everything, because that's, again, that defense, it's going to be a good defensive ball game. And I'm interested to see how Dean Pease is going to call it, because I know Leslie Frazier's going to call a good game. So the bottom line is, can we offensively move the ball? Can we run the ball on this defense?
That's another good point right now. I appreciate you being on the show, man. A backup quarterback, we got to make him look like a backup quarterback and not a starter, because, typical history of this organization is that backup quarterbacks end up looking like Pro Bowl quarterbacks when they play us. But we got a different coaching, we got a different system, so we'll see.
Well, let's just be honest about it.
Yeah.
How did Gardner Michigan look against us?
Exactly. To Rodney's point.
A rookie and a backup.
To his point.
And we gave him the spark he needed, and now he went and drive against Denver.
That's right.
Took it right down the field, aided by a bogus roughing the passer penalty, but regardless, they won. Denver couldn't do us any favors. But like I said, again, run the ball. Yeah, you got to go with the quick pass to get the ball out quick. You can't, and I'm talking quick passes to either your tight ends or your wide receivers. It cannot be to your running backs, because the running backs, your quick passes. Deion Lewis, every pass he's catching in the backfield, he's getting slammed.
Yeah.
Truth be known, he's really struggling.
He is struggling.
But again, Derrick Henry is taking a lot. But again, he's struggling because people saw last year that he's really no real threat overall.
Right. And I think another genius move, and you mentioned spreading the receivers out, going 3 and 4 wide receivers with Derrick Henry in the game. That is unpredictable because you don't know if it's going to be a run or a pass, right? Because usually when we bring Derrick Henry in the game, when there's 2 tight ends, there's a fullback, there's 1 receiver. So now you mix it up because now we know he can catch the ball, he can run block is better, right?
Here's another thing they did yesterday that we hadn't seen. They did an RPO, man.
They did an RPO. You're exactly right.
And Marcus took that ball and ran and got for 11 yards and got a first down.
A big first down.
You got to let the man do what he do.
Yeah.
He's a running quarterback, and I saw he slid well, got down, got out the way.
Yeah. So, guys, thank you for joining us for another episode of Halftime Adjustments. Eddie Arnell, G. Witt.
Tighten up, baby.
Bills coming to Nissan Stadium, 12 o'clock on Sunday.
It's going to be a good game. If you like defense, this will probably be the game to go to.
It'll be the game to go to, and it's going to be a tough one, man. Another game in the AFC conference that we have to win. Because
we were at this point last year, so
yeah. So you're exactly right.
We'll have to see if there's any changes. But again, we're playing at home. Their defense is better. Our defense is playing better right now. We had a good game on offense. A lot of things to improve on. So we're just going to see how it turns out.
And then we've got to see the consistency.
Yeah.
Can we do it for 2 games in a row?
Yeah.
Or are we going to revert back to week 1 and then week 2 when we went down here, and then week 3 when we went way down here?
Yeah.
Is it time to go up now for a couple weeks? Hey, we'll see. We'll see. I just know that we've got to be ready.
Well, again, like we said, we keep seeing these glimpses of what they can do.
Yeah.
The thing about it is, like you said, can they be consistent? Taylor, you can't leave him after all these years, man. You can't leave him after all these years. I know you want to, man. I know you want to, but you can't leave him after all these years.
Payback.
Exactly.
Right. So, again, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for the questions, the comments, the support. Again, my man, I met at an ATL. Sorry, man, I didn't get your name, but appreciate you supporting the show, man. If you get on here again, I give you a shout out. Thanks again. G. Witt, Eddie Arnell, Halftime Adjustments. The Titans 2-2. Tied in the not really tied in the division.
No, we're last in the
division because of the division losses. But hey, first quarter of the season's over. We're 2-2. Can't complain about that.
No. Actually, again, like we said, that's what we were kind of hoping for, really.
Yeah, you got Taylor Lewan coming back. One thing that will alleviate is that guard trying to help out on that tackle.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So helping that tackle on pass block or chipping. Yeah. So that just opens up us for more opportunities to get more routes.
So we'll see how it goes, man. We'll see how it goes.
So hey, we'll catch you guys next time. We'll send something out when for the next show. But hey, stay tuned and check us out. We're on here live.
All right.
Down there, G. Witt, Halftime Adjustments.
Peace, baby.
Peace.